Do you ever feel disgusted? You know, about how the world is a moral desert? Well, I do. My name is Sheldon Townsend, 16, 10th grade, and I live in a porcelain world filled with the most fake people you could ever meet. I was very fortunate, you see, and I grew up right in the middle of it. People say I'm being cynical. People always say that, especially my parents. They tell me that the world is a really good place. Then, after they think I've gone to sleep, I creep over to their room, the door slightly open, and there they are, yelling and fussing and going crazy. Eventually, they divorced. I was around 9 to 10. I don't really remember. Now, I live with my dad, who was remarried, although I wouldn't say for the better. I like her much better though. My real mom didn't want custody of me or my brother. Oh yeah, I also have an older brother who's in college. His name's Terry. By the way, he's failed so many courses that I've lost count. He's been trying to get a bachelor's degree in science for the past 6 years. He disgusts me. My parents, when they were still together, gave him a car in exchange for him to pay for his own gas. He was happy at first, but stopped driving after he realized how hard it was to pay for rent and gas at a 7-hour minimum wage job twice a week. He often mooches off his friends, which I really don't understand. Since when were people hospitable to the point of being beyond stupid? I never really connected to my family, but I was fine with it. You could say that. Then, there's my best friend, Angela. He was a real nice guy, genuine and everything. I met him in English, 7th grade. We'd sit in the back and goof off all the time, and we'd always hang out together. I had many friends in junior high, but I always preferred his company. Whenever Dad was working overtime, we'd walk home together. He only lived 2 blocks from me. Some days, I'd offer him a ride home, but he declined, saying how he walked home for pleasure rather than having no other choice. He said he loved hearing cars passing by, seeing all types of people along the way, and took different routes each week. That killed me. One day, around 6 p.m., it was getting dark, and I offered him a ride. You know, he declined again, mentioning how much better the night walks were. My dad and I drove off, and I never saw him again. He never showed up for school. Later on, the principal made an announcement over the PA of his death. On his way home, some drunken idiot ran a red light and instantly killed him, and drove off quickly after realizing what happened. Real nice guy. After that, I stayed home for 3 days, secretly hiding from my dad, and then I would walk to school only to get picked up so my dad wouldn't know. One day I made the mistake of not answering the phone, and the school called, notifying my dad of my absences. He got really mad and locked me outside for an hour. He grounded me after that, and I wasn't able to go to Angela's funeral. I didn't tell him, but I didn't want to get into some huge raging argument again. And schools know better either. FYI, I'm failing almost all my classes. I have a D in Algebra 2, D in Chemistry, D in PE, D in French, and a C. It's a C in Psychology. I have a B- in English though. I'd have an A+, but I never do my homework except for the 10 minutes before it's due. School is nothing. It's completely unimportant, involving math I'll never use and chemical reactions I'll never see. Why bother? Anyways, I want to start my story on the day of finals. My Algebra 2 final, to be exact.
Sheldon, if you pull off an A on this test by some random chance, you'll get a C in the class, and you won't have to take summer school. But if you don't, I'll see you in the summer.
I fell asleep for the whole final. I wanted to go to lunch already. I got an F in math for sure, but I didn't care. I was done with school. I walked over to my usual hangout, but I only saw one of my friends, Danny. I didn't want to talk to him. All he'd do was ask me for questions about what we did in class, and he would always ask for test answers. He cheats on almost all his classes, asking people who had the period before him questions on text. He also has his girlfriend, Anna, who was, who was a good, if not a best friend in 8th grade. She was alright, and talked to me after Angela's death, and heard she was the one who set up the memorial service. That was pretty cool. I almost pity her that she's going out with Danny.
Sheldon! How's the math final? Easy? Hard?
I don't feel like answering your question right now.
Come on! Remember our deal? Give me questions and I'll take you home after school. Or do you want to walk home?
Look, okay? I fell asleep. I didn't take it at all. I failed math. I don't remember the questions at all.
Jesus, Sheldon! You completely forgot the deal. Maybe instead of taking you home, I'll take Anna to the mall. We'll watch a movie like last time. Meanwhile, you could walk home in the blistering heat.
He always talks about Anna like he's some kind of god. Anna's not that kind of person, and I know he's lying.
Are you even listening? If you can't remember the questions, then forget about the ride. I can always ask Lisa.
He was a real great friend. I put up with this daily, and I don't know why. Why do you always have to cheat, huh? Why can't you just take the test and fail for once? Sure, you're getting A's, but it's a shameful way.
Hey, I didn't ask for no lecture.
You're an idiot. Eventually, you won't have anyone to cheat off, and you'll feel miserably like an idiot you are. That fake idiot you are. Stop lying about Anna, by the way. She isn't like that. Stop acting like some god.
Hey, Sheldon. Shut the hell up.
What are you gonna do, huh? Cheat on another test? Make up some more crap about you and Anna.